Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I wanted to talk with you about a kind of clutter that I have a problem with. And it's the kind of clutter that I look at as a frugal person and think, this has some value, or this could be useful to so-and-so and such and such. Or I could sell this and make some money, or, those kinds of things. And then I make a pile of that stuff and it grows and grows and grows and grows. And because I have a small house, I can't do that. And in our first home, I had a whole unfinished basement that I would just let stuff pile up and then go have a huge garage sale, and that worked. And I got into the habit of doing that. But at this house, I don't have a space to let stuff accumulate in, nor do I really want to be doing that anymore. So I have a little pile here in my bedroom, in the corner of my bedroom. Isn't that terrible? This is a room that's supposed to be relaxing and a retreat, and it's got clutter in the corner. So let me show you the clutter that I'm going to deal with today, and my purging system that I put into place, and for the most part is really working, and I'm going to go put it into place right now and take you along with me. Alright, so we're here in my bedroom, and over here in the corner is the growing pile. And it may not look like much now, but I'm in this purging mood, getting ready for school, which is starting tomorrow, and I've just got all this, I keep just adding to it. And I was talking to my husband saying, hey, we should do a yard sale, and he's like, are you crazy? There's only 3 more weeks of yard sale weather left, and we need to be using that to get projects done around the house. And he's absolutely right. I am crazy, but I have this pile of stuff, and it needs to be taken care of. So let me show you the system that I use. This is my front closet. My front door is right here, and we can just walk here, hang up our coats, or actually we most of the time walk in from the other door. But I keep our vacuum and our excess school supplies and games in here. And up here is my purse, and then my husband's backpack goes there, and up top is just some storage. So on top here I have my shipping and wrapping supply bin, which I made a video about, and I will link that below because this is a very helpful bin as well. But then I have my purge bin. Can you guys see that? Purge bin. And I'll pull it out and I'll show you what I do with this. Here's the inside of the bin, and in here you'll see I already have things in here, and this is just stuff that I felt like has some value and I can probably sell. Stuff where I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to do the big kids consignment sale this fall, so I'll just kind of set these aside so my kids don't really enjoy these books. And I have this milk glass candle holder, which is really sweet, but I've never used it in all the years that I have it. Do I want to sell it? Probably worth something, stuff like that. And jewelry, some of it's really nice. Do I sell it? All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go through that pile and show you what I do with the purge bin and how I use it. Okay, you guys, so I've sorted everything, and I went through what was already in the bin and what I had piled up in my corner. And I just really realistically asked myself, is this something that I can list? And things that I said yes to, I challenged myself to list right now. So this bag is all full of jewelry. I put it together in a lot on eBay. Listed it all together and instead of doing separate listings. This bag I listed, this pair of snow pants I listed. And then this basket with these items I put together in a lot and listed on a local decor selling Facebook page where only home decor can be listed. I've had good luck doing stuff like this before, where I just do a lot of cute things and sell them for inexpensive. So it helps me declutter and also brings in a little extra cash. So all those things got listed. So I went through all the clothes that I had. And these are ones that are brands that my local consignment store will accept, and they're all in good condition. And I went through and just made sure they were all rip and stain free and just in really great condition. And those are ones that are going to go to my local consignment store. Now I also have this pair of shoes, and look at that bottom. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm gonna try to get these cleaned up because these are Keds and this is a great brand. So I know my consignment store will take those, but I need to get those cleaned up, and then I can add those to that bag as well. And then this set of books, it's a really great set of books. A friend gave it to me to encourage me, and I'm going to pay it forward and pass it on to a friend who could use some encouragement. And so that's all that is going to go back in the box, because this is like the end process. I can't just let this sit around my house. It has to be processed. So the next time I go to the consignment store, this is going with me. This stuff is listed. If it sells, it's leaving my house. If it doesn't, it's going to be donated. And this, I need to challenge myself to give to my friend by the end of the month. So let me take you in my room and show you what I did with the rest of the stuff. So I'm down to 2 bins. This bin is my husband's stuff that he has almost everything in here listed on eBay, which is great. It's all like his, he plays airsoft. It's all his airsoft stuff that he's selling. And then this is all stuff that is going to the thrift store. These are brands. They're in good condition, but they're brands that my consignment store doesn't accept. So I did send a Facebook message to a friend with a little girl asking her if she's interested in hand-me-downs. If she doesn't get back to me soon, or she doesn't want them, they're going to the consignment store. And then there was one pair of pants and some socks that I thought maybe my nephew could use. So sending a message to my sister about those as well. If she can't use them, then they'll stay in this box. And tomorrow, my thrift store that's just around the corner literally from my house, I'll be taking this to them. So that is how I have processed all this clutter. So my rule is that I can't have more stuff waiting to be sold or taken to the consignment store or put on eBay or handed down to someone than what fits in that bin. If I have a pile like I did today, that's growing, and I think, oh, I'm going to have a yard sale or whatever, I have to give myself 2 or 3 days to make a decision on whether or not I'm having that yard sale or if I'm donating it. And this time, of course, I decided to donate. So that stuff is in the box. It is going in the trunk of my car, and it is leaving tomorrow. The other things are listed, and they are waiting in that purge bin in my closet. Now, there are times when I don't have time to list stuff, where the kids aren't taking a good nap, or the lighting's really bad and I can't get good shots to post the pictures of on eBay. So I just let it sit in that bin until I have time to list it. There have been times when that bin gets so full that I'm like, okay, I either have to go to the thrift store and just take this stuff, or I have to go on a listing spree. And I just list a ton of stuff in one night, whether or not I have good lighting or whether or not I really truly have time. I have to deal with it. That is what I've learned in this small house, and that's what works for me. Is I have a limit on how much I can keep, and I have a plan for when I have broken that limit of how to deal with it, like I did today, where I had broken my limit. I had an extra pile of stuff in the corner of my room, and I've dealt with it. So my husband's bin of stuff that he's listing on eBay is going in the garage, and the bin or the box of donations is going in the trunk. Everything else is in the purge bin, waiting to be sold or taken to the consignment store or handed down to someone who needs it. And it's only about halfway full. So that's great. That means I only have a few things in there, and that means that everything's in process, and I'm not like hoarding things thinking, oh, I can make money off of this, you know. So, and you know what? It's never a ton of money, but you know, like 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there. It's nice. And it goes into either our Christmas fund or into our date fund, or into, like, when we had a lot of weddings going on this summer, a lot of that went into our wedding fund because we were going to weddings and buying wedding gifts. And that's what we do with that money. Or like for my husband, for his sake, he's purging a lot of his old airsoft stuff because there's new stuff that he really wants to buy. So he's selling all of his old stuff, and with what he makes, he can purchase the new supplies that he wants. And that works really well for him. He does a great job with that. I'm really proud of him. I hope he watches this so he can see me say, honey, I'm really proud of you. You're doing a great job on eBay. Thank you. It really helps us because he never takes money out of our budget to buy what he wants. He makes it by selling his old stuff, and that's just so awesome, and I appreciate it a lot. So I hope this was helpful to you. Maybe makes you think about how you can set up a purging system or some purging limits or rules for yourself, because you know, there's things like sentimental clutter that are hard. There's things like, oh, I could sell this, that's hard. But you guys, stuff can take over our houses and take over our lives. And my whole thing, I've said it before on here, is the more stuff you have, the more stuff you have to organize, the more stuff you have to clean, and the more stuff you have, period. Like, you just, I read this great article today that the Nester posted. I'll link it below, but she just talked about being a stuff manager, and she talked about it in a silly way, but it's true. You don't want to just become a stuff manager. You want to live a life with meaning, and that means that you might have to just let go of some stuff sometimes and get it on eBay or get it out. That's kind of what my rule was today. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll be back on Friday with my update on our playroom. I have so much to tell you about that. Oh my gosh. But we start school tomorrow, and I'm so excited, and I'll hopefully next week be able to talk to you guys about that. I'm going to kind of give myself space with school to get it figured out before I make a video of it. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.